simple. The painting stage is probably the most complicated in all of the building process and one of the most important. So just to kind of go over some of the steps and how busy and how much work the painters do, we're going to cover that in this series today. So excuse some of the noise, we've got workers working above us, but what we've got here, you'll see that this is actually a downstairs bar area. The cabinets have already been stained, so I apologize. During the staining process, it can be a very obnoxious smell that is obviously going throughout the house. So we try to stay out during that process. But these are the actual cabinets that have been stained, and they're covered up, because they're getting ready to do the walls and the trim, of course. Now, they've taken every door off. It's laid out on top of a series of buckets and ladders to kind of get it off the ground. And what they've done so far is prime these doors, and now they're getting ready to come back down and enamel. These are actually, instead of being stained, these are some upstairs panels. These will go ahead and be painted white or an off-white color. So the bar is stained. These are some upstairs doors and some of the other places throughout the house that these go. Kelsey, if you'll follow me around, I want to kind of show how the trim is laid out. The last time we talked, the house was at trim stage, the doors were going on, all that. So if you come to one of the stairs back here, and Kelsey, if you can follow me and stay with me, you'll see so the trim here has all been taped off. Now this trim, again, comes pre-primed, but they've also added another prime. So the painters, this particular painting crew paints this with primer. They go back in, sand it down again, and then they come back in and enamel. Now this again is a wall primer, and then they'll come back with the actual wall color paint. This is not actually far off from the wall color paint though that they're doing. Baseboard, casement around the doors. You'll see the hinges are still on there. They're going to finish up. They'll take those back off. They'll spray this again with enamel. And you'll see over here where they've taped and covered up so that they get ready to, again, they're priming the walls, and then they'll come back in and do the actual wall colors in here. So we're going to walk around one more time. We've got a stained cabinet. That's the first process in the painting. So once all the cabinets and trim are in, they do the staining first, then the trim gets painted and enamel. That's an enamel oil-based paint, and then the walls are usually a water-based or latex paint. So I hope you can see me okay. We're down here in the basement, but we wanted to kind of point out this area because it's got a little bit of everything. We're going to move upstairs and we'll finish the shoot up there. So here we are back upstairs in the kitchen area, and you'll see some of those doors that came from the kitchen area were downstairs, were upstairs. Kitchen's getting enameled instead of stained. So the kitchen cabinets, the island, pantry, all the cabinetry is going to be painted. The painters have also started to lay out the quarter round, and this covers up the trim between the trim and the flooring, obviously. So they'll get this prepped and ready. This comes as raw wood like that. And then they'll go ahead and paint it first, and then they'll cut it to the size they need to cut it to. They'll put it on with the finished nails, and then they'll have to go back in, fill in the nail holes, and touch that up once it's down and where it goes. And so that is pretty much it. I wanted to kind of walk you through the bathroom over here just to show you the staining cabinets again. Here they've already started on, so this is good. Here they've already started on the wall color, and we will come back to this house after it's all been painted and we're ready for the next step. But you can see this particular house is getting kind of a gray or a light gray blue color into it. So they've got one coat going up now, and then this is actually, believe it or not, that's the front door. They've covered up. There's a little bit of glass on top, so you'll see parts of the house everywhere when they're painting, but they try to make it convenient for themselves as well. And I think that is it for now as far as the paint stage goes, but we were going to come back here after this is all completed, and after the painting stage is done, the next stage will be the tile and granite. So we're going to come back right before they get ready to start the tile, because I want to show you how that goes on. It's really interesting, it's fun to watch, and that's really another creative and artistic part of the house and the finish of it. So have a great rest of the day, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.